What's going on, good people? Welcome back to the Living the Life Show. Happy Friday. I'm your host, Columbus Cody. I'm so grateful that you chose to join me today for the verse of the day. All right, today's verse of the day comes from Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 5, and let's dive right in. And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. All of it. All of it. All right. Now, could it be, I want you to just think for a moment. Could it be that we have never learned to give God our all? Could it be that we are only experiencing portions of what he wants to do in our life because we won't surrender our all? Okay. There's a song that we used to sing every time we closed up at church, every time before we went home. And it said, I surrender all. All to Jesus, I surrender. I surrender all. See, that's the spirit we have to get to, is when we surrender all. No one can surrender for you. You have to surrender. And you can't half-heartedly do this. You can't halfway do this, okay? I think that's probably the reason why we don't get a chance to see God move in our life the way he wants to, is because we are only offering him half the opportunity. You've got to chase God with all that you are. That is probably the greatest decision we'll ever make that we'll never regret. Chasing God with all you've got always pays off. All right. Let me show you something really quickly. Let's look at the definition of half-hearted. Half-hearted. Check this out. It says half-hearted, lacking heart, spirit, or interest. I want you to think about this and ask yourself, does this adjective, does this word describe me? Am I half-hearted? Am I lacking heart? Am I lacking spirit? Am I lacking interest? Like, I do go to church, but I'm not really all in. I clap, but I'm not into the song. I'm just here because it's what I do on Sunday. Or are you all in? Just like in poker, you just slide. I'm all in, baby. I'm paying attention. I'm enthused. I'm listening. I'm hearing the voice of God, because this is what I've learned. If you chase him with all you've got, he's going to reward you for that. He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. When you go after God with everything you've got, he's going to reveal things to you that he hasn't been able to in the past, because you weren't really serious about it. You didn't have the right spirit about this. And see, that's the thing. We have to do everything as unto the Lord. The way we give, the Bible says he loves a cheerful giver. The spirit of your giving means something to God. Are you all in, or are you halfway in, half-heartedly doing this thing? When you seek God, you need to, it says here, love him with all your heart. All your heart. I'll never forget, years ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he had been married. He got married when he was really young, and it ended in an ugly divorce. And he was about to get married again, years later. And he said, I will never love like I loved the first time. I'll never love anyone that deeply again. And I said, you know what, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. That's not fair to your new wife. You can't go into this new relationship. You can't marry her and only give her half your heart. You have to pour everything into her as well. You cannot take your old situation and apply it to everything that's moving forward in your life. If you're going to marry her, you have to give her your whole heart. If you're going to honor God, if you're going to love God, if you're going to serve God, we must do it with our whole heart. And if you give God your whole heart, he will give you in return everything your heart desires. You know why? You can confidently believe that, because when God has your whole heart, the things you desire will be the things he desires for you. It's the verse of the day, good people. I pray this weekend that you will seek God, that you will pray and ask God to renew a fire in your heart. If the fire starts to dwindle and you haven't really had the right spirit, the right interest, the right passion for him, I pray that this weekend you will seek him and ask him to restore that fire, so that you will start to chase him with your whole heart, so that you can see the whole picture of what he wants to do in your life. That's my prayer for you. Okay. Pray that you'll share this video with someone else, encourage them this weekend. I pray that you will click the like, the subscribe, and the bell so that you never miss a video. And this weekend, we haven't released a podcast in a couple weeks, but this weekend we're back on track. We have a great show for you. I pray that you will tune in. You can watch it here on YouTube, or you can tune in on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. We have a very special guest this weekend. She's going to bless us. This young lady blessed me and explained to me her experiences after she read through the Bible in 1 year. You don't want to miss this weekend's podcast. It will come out Sunday morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Is it Central Standard? All right. God bless you guys. You know I love you, but now it's time. Watch it, share it, and what? Live it. Let's get busy living the life.